By connecting your equipment to the Kardex portal, our experts can monitor and maintain your equipment remotely, giving you the extra competitive advantage for smooth running intralogistics solutions and the highest possible uptime. A connection is established with the Kardex Secure Site Control. The Site Control is an industrial-grade PC with a hardened CentOS Linux and pre-installed TÜV IT certified Kardex service software. All machine data is stored on the Site Control and is not accessible from outside your network. Your data is protected against unauthorized access, just like any other client within your intranet. The Site Control is completely offline. If an issue arises, the machine operator, maintenance engineer, or logistics manager may trigger a service request. During a service request, a connection is created with the Kardex central server. The Site Control initiates the connection. For your firewall, this is an outgoing SSL encrypted HTTPS connection, usually handled over port 443. If you choose to activate the monitoring functionality, a service request will also be created automatically by the Site Control if a potential fault was identified. The data is exclusively analyzed on the Site Control within your network. An outgoing connection is only established if an alarm is triggered. The service technician authenticates onto the central server with a unique username and password. When logging in, the client checks if the server holds a valid HTTPS certificate. This procedure is used for other internet services, for example home banking. Our solution is even more secure. The server additionally checks if the client can provide a valid certificate. All logins are stored in tamper-proof log files. If an unauthorized access attempt is made, the respective IP address is automatically blocked and added to a blacklist. The service technician can only see service requests which are specifically assigned to his role. By selecting the service request, the technician connects to the Site Control. For your firewall, it is the same outgoing HTTPS connection over port 443. When Access Guard functionality has been enabled, a person present within your intranet needs to manually approve each connection of a technician to the Site Control. Now the technician has reached the Site Control, which is completely locked down. The technician has to manually initiate the remote support tunnel to access the system. Thanks to dynamic port management, the technician is only allowed to access the specific IPs and ports needed for the remote support, and only for the system with an active service request. Other Kardex equipment and data within your network are not accessible, even if physically connected to the Site Control. The technician proceeds to use different programs for the remote diagnosis and maintenance, for example, remote desktop or PLC programming tools. The necessary connections and ports needed for the programs are generated dynamically and only during the time and duration of the active service. This is much more secure compared to conventional VPN and screen sharing technologies, where all ports and connections are open, regardless if they are needed or not. Once the system is operational again, the technician will close the service request. The connection is terminated and the Site Control is offline. Moreover, the machine operator can terminate the service request and therefore the connection at any time. All activities of the technicians are transparently stored in a tamper-proof log file accessible on your Site Control so that you can check all service-related activities at your convenience. It is further possible to receive status and performance updates of your connected system directly on the Kardex portal app. If enabled, the Site Control periodically sends data over an outgoing connection to the central server, which is then forwarded to the app. This function cannot be activated remotely, but must be enabled from an administrator within your network. Our solution is simple and secure. Only an outgoing HTTPS connection over port 443 is needed. It's updated regularly with code-signed packages. It's more secure and offers more functionality compared to VPN and conventional screen sharing technologies. Our solution is a TÜV IT trusted product. The certificate is renewed every 2 years, guaranteeing a very high security standard. Connect your equipment now to use its full potential.